My interest in barbecue goes back, I guess, as long as I can remember, going back as a kid. I grew up in the Midwest. I came up just as a kid that appreciated anything that was cooked over fire. So yeah, just as a kid that was like to play with fire, I guess is probably the truth, right? I'm Dana Hansen, professor in food science that happens to be specializing in meat. At North Carolina State University, I am a part of a department called the Department of Food, Bioprocessing, and Nutrition Science. What I love about barbecue, well, first and foremost, we can just let this elephant out in the room. It's good to eat, right? I mean, it's fantastic food. Whether you're a fan of Texas style or Memphis style or Kansas City style or North Carolina's East and West style, you know, they all are unique things and they all bring unique flavors to your plate. And so, you know, from a culinary side, it's awesome. The other thing that I really have enjoyed over the years, the longer I've been at it, is learning about the stories. Learning about the stories and the history that is around all of those different styles. So this morning we're at a restaurant called Sam Jones Barbecue, which is in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. Sam Jones is a barbecue legend here. So if I could describe North Carolina barbecue in a few sentences, I think the best way to, in your mind, picture what East versus West really is. If we divide the state in half, East versus West, Eastern barbecue is going to be whole hog barbecue with a vinegar-based sauce, oftentimes sold chopped, as with, say, a cleaver that would chop that barbecue pretty fine. In the West, it's going to be barbecue that is produced with pork shoulder and oftentimes chopped, but it's not uncommon that it'll be sold to you sliced with a sauce that is more tomato-based or vinegar and, say, tomato-based sauce. So it's a little sweeter sauce than you might find in the East. Which one is best? You're not going to get me to commit to that. I love living in North Carolina, and I like having a good rapport with the citizens in the state. They're both great. Well, culturally, I think it's important because it's so historic. I mean, you can go back as late as colonial times, and you'll find record of early North Carolinians cooking pork over fire and saucing it with sauce that is very similar to what we might find in Eastern North Carolina. So, you know, the historic value of barbecue certainly exists, and it's been a tradition that's been passed on from generation to generation. I think the other thing that is important, and well, what is important to not overlook about barbecue is that it is a food that I think really brings people together. Barbecue is a food that takes time, and it takes effort, and it takes a lot of sweat equity to put that product or put that barbecue on the table for your family or for a large group of friends. It's not something that you can come into it, say 30 minutes before you want to eat and say, tonight we're having barbecue. You need to plan ahead. You need to invest your time and invest your effort, invest your love into producing a product that you can share with others. That's why I love it. It's good to eat, it's fun to prepare, and it's fun to share with your friends.